now we want to take you to the Sherburne National Wildlife Refuge. It's a gem of a place, and we want to check in on the prehistoric birds taking a rest during their southern migration. It's happening right now, mid-October through early November, and thousands of these Sandhill cranes are taking refuge right there in the Sherburne wetlands. That's Sam Morin, right? Sam, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Friends of Sherburne National Wildlife Refuge joining us now. Explain kind of where you are and what we're seeing behind you, and then we'll get into a little bit more detail.
Yeah, so I am at the Sherburne National Wildlife Refuge. I am near County Road 70. If you're looking on a map, I am near the parking lot where you would park kind of if you want to see some sandhill cranes flying over you. So yeah, we kind of have, and if you haven't heard, we have thousands, up to 30,000 sandhill cranes that come in the fall. So Sherburne National Wildlife Refuge is the spot for you to see cranes in Minnesota in the fall.
Sam, it's hard to even imagine in your head like what that must look like, up to 30,000 sandhill cranes at once. I mean, what is this experience like, and how long have you been, part of this and going out there?
Yeah, so the experience is, quite like unlike any other, I should say. The cranes, if you've never heard them, make a super loud, kind of dinosaur, like pterodactyl type call. And so you can imagine 30,000 of them making that call at one time is like surreal. When you're out there in the pool to see them, it's just, they're flying everywhere. You don't even know where to look. And I have been helping. I moved to this area nearby about 3 or 4 years ago, and so I wanted to help out. I have a birding and wildlife biology background, and so I've just been kind of helping with the cranes each fall, helping with their Sandhill celebration in October.
So tell us about the migration pattern for those who don't know, and the role that Sherburne plays in all of this.
Yeah, so the Sandhill cranes, some of them will breed in Minnesota, but some of them also go farther north into Canada and maybe even Alaska. Sherburne is home to the eastern population of sandhill cranes. We have what's called the greater sandhill crane. It's a subpopulation or subspecies, not the lesser. And we are incredibly important because largely in the fall, the sandhill cranes will group up so they can migrate south into warmer temperatures, and they have all these stopover sites. They are very specific and need, of course they need food, water, and shelter, but when they're sleeping for their shelter, they want a very specific depth of water, generally about 18 inches. And so the Sherburne National Wildlife Refuge has 30,000 acres and provides plenty of, the surrounding food, shelter, or food and habitat. And then we also have the water structures where they can nest overnight. And that's really, or I shouldn't say nest. They're not nesting right now, they're sleeping, but that's really where you can see, the 30,000 of them is at the end of, in the mornings or in the evenings when they come in and sleep in that water structure.
Okay, and so tell it, like somebody pulls in today, what are they going to see, or when would you suggest people come if they want kind of to see as much as possible?
Yeah, so this year's a little bit different. Generally, the peak season is about right now, end of October, early November. Because we had such a warm start to fall, they are just kind of starting to come in. We do have a couple, like thousands still here, but it has been a little bit slower. So if you're coming to it during the day, I would suggest driving around the nearby areas. You're talking about sort of Zimmerman, Princeton, Oric, and in those areas, maybe around Becker, Big Lake on the other side of the refuge, and look in farm fields, in those recently harvested corn and soybean fields. That's where they will be eating during the day. And then at night, or in the morning, if you're coming out to the refuge, you can park right here at this parking lot on CR 70. I'll kind of show you what it looks like coming down this way. So you'll park here, and then you'll look straight south, which is right behind me. And you'll see tons of sandhill cranes flying over and going to that roosting location, which is the St. Francis Pool at the refuge. You can't, unfortunately, get there by car, so you either have to hike in, which is totally fine, or use an e-bike, or you can usually the refuge staff run crane tours, but right now, of course, with the government being shut down, those are not being run. So normally you could sign up for one of those tours and then you could drive back there with special permission. But right now we're advising people that the best viewing location is actually at the CR 70 parking lot. So that's your best option. And I actually have some cranes across the field too.
Yeah. Can you show us?
Yeah, it might take me just a minute to get on them with my camera.
You get set. No, take your time. It's as messy as you can be. Don't even worry about us. You just do your thing.
But then you can see some cranes.
I would love to. Yeah.
Yes. Let me adjust it just a tad.
There they are.
Trying to look in here. There we go.
Wow.
So I don't think it'll let me zoom in on my camera, but
wonderful. We can see it.
Yeah, you can kind of see the cranes. It's a little bit blurry, but
Sam, so what are they doing? I mean, is it lunchtime or what's happening?
Yes. Yep. It is lunchtime. So they're out there eating the corn. This field was recently harvested. So people that haven't seen them here quite yet, or someone said yesterday they were out here a little bit closer to the road even, which would have been nice, but that's okay. At least you get to see some. But yeah, I know it's coming through a little blurry on your end, but they're out there foraging in the cornfields, and then at night, when they go back to their pool of water, they will even eat things like small invertebrates, frogs, if they're still around, and sometimes they can even eat small mammals when you see them out in the prairie. So
whoa, that's amazing. So really quickly, time of day, like if you were to suggest, okay, I want to go out there and see these, time of day, and then how long, or what's that hike like if you wanted to try that hike? I mean, is it a moderate? Is it kind of tricky, long?
It is a little bit. So let me back up your first question.
Yes.
So the time of day, of course, if they're in a field like this for you to perfectly see, right? Any time midday would be great. Okay. And then if you wanted to see, kind of the thousands of them as they start coming down more as it stays cold, then I would go, you need to be there before sunrise, about an hour and a half after sunrise, and then an hour and a half before sunset is really when they start coming in. You can park at this County Road 70. If you do hike in, you can, it's about a 2-mile hike. It can be a little treacherous. I wouldn't advise it for people that have any mobility issues. Otherwise, you can park at a parking lot south a little bit on County Road 16, and you can, if you have an e-bike, there are no motorized vehicles allowed behind there, but if you have an e-bike, you can do that bike ride, and that might be a little bit easier for those that are used to biking.
Interesting. Okay, and then I see something on here about a fundraiser that we want to talk about as well. So what is it? Tell us what this is about.
Yes. So did you want the camera to stay on the cranes?
Either way, yeah, sure. We can keep watching it.
Yeah, it's just a little blurry, so I didn't know if you could see. I'm trying to adjust it a bit for you.
I love that you have this thing. Is this just like an attachment on your oh my goodness.
Yes, so it's an attachment, and my apologies. It's usually a little bit better, but for some reason it won't let me zoom in on my camera. Yeah, okay, good. Anyway, yeah, so the fundraiser that we have going on, we've been doing it in October since I think 2020. It's called the Sandhill Celebration, and really we're just trying to get people to be more aware of the cranes and help support them by giving, or even if you can't give any dollar amount, you can share the post or share the website. That really helps. We are doing, the funds go toward conservation of the habitats that these cranes have. Oh, sorry about that. It's really windy.
Oh, you're good.
And also toward educational programs. So running things through the Friends of Sherburne National Wildlife Refuge host this. And so the money is going toward educational programs that we can run and teach people about cranes and other animals and habitats and nature on the refuge, basically just to get people connected to it so that they can come out and enjoy it and use it and keep it for generations as well. So the Sandhill Cranes are really a keystone species. Many people come out here to see them, and so it's really an easy way for us to highlight the refuge and its importance, is to say, hey, there are 30,000 cranes here. Come out and see them and help us raise some money to to keep this habitat the way it is, and good for the cranes and other animals on the refuge.
Wow. Sam, thank you so much for spending some time with us and for showing us. And this is, again, a snippet of what you could see.
Yes.
And feel free, if you want to take some video and share it with us in the coming days or weeks,
sure,
as things happen more, we would love to show folks what's going on there as well, and kind of keep showing, because I know there's so many people who love, you know, the birds, and this is just such a unique experience. So thanks. Oh, there's some flying feet.
Oh, there were some trumpeter swans that just flew through.
Trumpeter swans. I'm not a birder. Sorry.
It's all right.
Of course, those were trumpeter swans.
Yes.
Thanks, Sam. Really appreciate it. And it's, again, Friends of Sherburne National Wildlife Refuge. If you can't donate, just spread the word and let folks know. And then go on out there. It sounds like a really fun day to maybe take the kids out there and show them something really, really cool. Thanks for your time.
Yep. Thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Take care. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.